Now, welcome everyone. This is CSR's UPC online classes. C as in content, S as in strategy, R as in revision. So, this will be our continuing session on modern history MCQs, which will be advanced and of prelims level. Okay, this will be our set 6, set 1 to set 5 already been uploaded. You can go to the playlist section and can check, or else I'll be putting the description. I'll be putting the YouTube link, the playlist link in the description of this video. Okay. So before starting, I'll be telling you the reference books from where the MCQs are covered. So these are the reference books, in my classes, modern history classes, I cover. These are the books which I cover. The basic books are like Spectrum, NCRT, Bipin Chandra are the basic. These are the basic books which everyone goes through. But because prelims has become very dynamic in nature, and also we have to cover GS1, the modern history part, modern history, that is the events, contributors. So to cover these particular part, you have to go beyond these basic books, because in these basic books these are not covered very holistically. Okay, so books like Sumit Sarkar, Banerjee Dubey, this is called Ishita Banerjee Dubey, Shekhar Bandapade is a very nice book. Ramchandra Gua is for like 3 to 4 Ramchandra Gua books are there, but I will suggest to go for that contributors. There is a book of Ramchandra Gua, in particular contributors of freedom struggle. Bansal Tripathi is a very good book, and there is a single book of India struggle for independence written by Bipin Chandra, Madhula Mukherjee, Sucheta Mahajan, and Ken Panikkar. So the thing is now how to study. So first you go through this. Once you go through these two books, Bipin Chandra and NCRT, what you can do is you can take content. You can take, suppose, Swadeshi movement. Swadeshi movement. So Swadeshi movement stuff you can cover. You can go to Ishita Banerjee, check the content part. Similarly, you can go to Shekhar Bandyopadhyay, check the content part, and go to the Swadeshi. So at a time you can cover Swadeshi from all these books. Similarly, if you go suppose 1915 to 1930, like starting when Gandhiji entered until civil disobedience movement. So this is a particular timeline or time period. So these time period you can just go through and check for the important points. See, a lot of points will be there which you already know, like from Bipin Chandra's spectrum will be there, but there are still very much high level information and very high on content which you can get, because questions are coming from these books, and it will indirectly help you, not even indirectly, directly help you in GS writing very nice GS1 answers, modern history events, and even contributors questions. Okay, so I also cover in my, like, every year 4 times I take modern history, like each subject 4 to 5 times happens under like in Zoom classes I take. So it's a 45 days to 50 days plan. I cover like basic level these two, and the advanced level, these are the advanced level books. Okay, fine. So let's start. Today's questions will be quite interesting. So you have to just like, without forwarding the video, just listen, because I'll be telling you some information which is not written in the explanation, but I'll be explaining you. Okay, fine. Okay, the first question is, the All India Samta Sainik Dal was founded by Shama Prasad Mukherjee. Okay, we'll see. This is a direct factual information, whether you know or you do not know. Now, it was an independent and political organization for safeguarding the oppressed sections of the society. Now, this particular second statement looks quite okay, right? You can go with it. It looks quite okay. First statement is difficult, because if you know, then only you can answer. Now, All India Samta Sainik is not Shama Prasad Mukherjee. It is Ambedkar. Okay, Ambedkar, 1926. Now, 99% of aspirants will go, okay, it is a correct statement, because it looks correct. statement, it was an independent. Political, first of all, it was an independent, okay, fine, but it was not political, it was non-political. It was a non-political, only it was for like to uplift the oppressed classes or the depressed classes. It was there, but it was not political. It did not, this party or this particular organization did not contest elections. It was not political. Okay. So small things UPSC it can play with the options or with the sentence. Small things. You have to be very clear in exactly uh, what exactly the motto of the organization. Okay. So the All India Samta Sainik Dal by Ambedkar, 1926, and it was a non-political organization. The answer is none. D. The answer is none. Fine. Second question. During the British rule, the Lothian Committee, Lothian, the Lothian Committee was related to which of the following? Was it for franchisee? What is for finance? Is it for the states? Or was it for education? Now, if you know, you can answer. Now, the Lothian Committee, so directly, it's a factual information. The Lothian Committee was related to franchisee. It was related to, now everyone knows this thing, communal award, right? Everyone knows because it is in spectrum. So not a big deal of knowing what is communal award. We all know 1932 communal award. It gave separate electorates. It gave separate electorates to whom? It gave separate electorates to depressed classes. These stuff everyone knows. So now this particular communal award came from which committee? Some committee must have been there, right? British must have constituted a particular committee. So there was a franchisee committee. Just some before this communal award, there was a franchisee committee. 1 to 2 years back, franchisee committee. That franchisee committee was nothing but the Lothian committee. And this Lothian committee gave a report that was the Lothian report. And now this Lothian report recommended the communal award. Finally, the communal award came. So you have to know exactly from where it came. So when you go through any basic books, just try to understand, okay, try to Google it and try to go for some higher books from where it came. What's the genesis of a particular event or a particular thing? Okay. So this communal award genesis, the question can come from in a different format. The genesis of communal award was the Lothian committee or some other committee name they will put. So that will be a wrong answer. So it is the Lothian report from where this particular communal award came. That's what I have written. The communal award was based on the findings of the franchisee committee, that is the Lothian committee. Okay. Next question, flag satyagraha question is a very common question. I have already covered a particular separate video on flag satyagraha. Okay. So flag satyagraha, it was a campaign of peaceful civil disobedience during the Indian independence movement post 1920s. It's a correct statement. Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, C. Rajgopalachari and Rajendra Prasad were active protesters of the flag satyagraha of Nagpur. Both the statements are correct because flag satyagraha I have already covered my last video. You can go through and check. I'll put the description. I'll put the channel link, that playlist link in the description. So flag satyagraha, which is already covered in the previous video, you can go to my modern history topics. There is a separate playlist called where I put only topics, modern history topics, very good topics, which is not covered in our basic books. I cover. Now, the thing is flag satyagraha, which I had already covered. Now it is in current affairs, recent current affairs. So everyone will cover. So now it has become current affairs, but it's actually a static part. So flag satyagraha is a campaign of peaceful civil disobedience during the Indian independence movement. It was conducted most notably in the city of, it started from Jabalpur and Nagpur in 1923, but also many parts of India. Like it continued. In Quit India movement was also a kind of a flag satyagraha. Okay, because they hoisted the flag there also at the Goalia tank. Leaders like Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, Jamnalal Bajaj, C. Rajgopalachari, Rajendra Prasad, Vinoba Bhave organized the revolt, and thousands of people from different regions, including as far as south as the princely state of Travancore, traveled to Nagpur and other parts of central India, which is Madhya Pradesh and Maharashtra, to participate in the civil disobedience movement. Now, full coverage of flag satyagraha you can go to my modern history topics, and you can check flag satyagraha, sword satyagraha, Neel statue satyagraha, everything I have covered already. I guess in last 2 to 3 days before last 2 3 days I have covered, so you can go and check there. It's very nicely explained. Okay, fine. So flag satyagraha is done. Now let's move to the next question. Okay, same thing, like which of the following are notable events of the flag satyagraha? This is also already covered in that particular video. The flag satyagraha of Nagpur, yes, it is an event of flag satyagraha. Quit India movement 1942, it is also an event because flag was hoisted there. Also salt satyagraha 1930, there also flag was hoisted. Shivapur Dhwaja Satyagraha, this is also one in 1930s, 1937 and 1938 in Karnataka it happened. This also, this Shivapur Dhwaja Satyagraha also I had covered in flag Satyagraha. In detailing of this one, you can go to my that particular video, individual video, and can check. Everything is mentioned there. Okay, so all four are correct here. So all are notable examples of flag Satyagraha. Next. Arrange the following. Now chronology questions. Chronology questions are coming nowadays. So you have to arrange this. Vaikom Satyagraha, Rajkot Satyagraha, Sword Satyagraha, Neel Statue Satyagraha. Now here, you have to arrange it. Year, if you know the year, then only you can arrange. Okay. So let's see the year first. Okay. So Vaikom Satyagraha was started by the name was K. Kelappan. If you like, it's a direct stuff. We all know it. K. Kelappan was the man who started. It was K-E-L-L PPN or KELAPPN, K. Kelappan. Okay. Vaikom Satyagraha. Sword Satyagraha 1927. Now these two Satyagraha I have separately covered in a video recently. After flag Satyagraha, I covered Sword Satyagraha. There is a separate in modern history topics. You can check Sword Satyagraha and Neel statue. Now, what was the name? Who was associated? Very famous personality, K. Kamraj. Was very much associated with these two Satyagraha. It was in Madras, South India. Now, why Sword Satyagraha happened? Why Neel Statue Satyagraha happened? For that, you need to go to my Sword Satyagraha and Neel Statue Satyagraha topic. In modern history topics, clearly I guess it's a 10 to 12 minutes video where I've covered everything, each and every stuff I have covered. You can go and check. Rajkot Satyagraha is a separate satyagraha which I haven't taken a video on this, but I'll in future I'll go, but it's a static topic. Now it is related to princely states. It is related to princely states. It's a part of the Praja Mandal movements. Now how princely states revolted, because initially princely state did not revolt. Okay, because the prince was a kind of a puppet of the British. So but how they revolted, what happened after they started from 1920s, slowly they started, then it got mobilized in the 1930s, in precisely after 1935 it got a huge mobilization. The people started revolting, and one of the biggest revolt was Rajkot Satyagraha. Now, if somebody asks you, now who led the Rajkot Satyagraha? It was led by very famous personality, UN Debbar. In polity, you have read na Debbar Commission, 1960. Same personality, UN Debbar. Now, UN Debbar. Let me erase it because some information is there which I need to share here. Now the thing is, UN Debbar, it was led by UN Debbar, fine, Rajkot Satyagraha. But who selected? Mahatma Gandhi selected him. Mahatma Gandhi selected UN Debbar to go for Rajkot Satyagraha. Now, more detailing. If they ask you, two famous personality who were involved in the Rajkot Satyagraha, Sardar Patel was involved, and Kasturba Gandhi was also involved. Okay. Now, if somebody asks, was Rajkot Satyagraha a success? No, it was a failure. But it gave the required fuel. So because of that, because of this 1939 to 1941, these princely states took part in Quit India movement. Before that, they did not take part. They did not take part in non-cooperation movement. They did not take part in civil disobedience movement. Finally, they took part in Quit India movement. So I'll be taking a separate class where if I get time, because it's a static part, it's already covered in my class. So if I get time, I'll cover in this YouTube series. Okay. So these are the stuff you have to remember, because these are static stuff. These are nothing out of the box. These are required for you because anything can come in prelims. Prelims is the if you go to UPSC site and check the syllabus, you will get modern history, simple modern history like events, struggle, national, all those things. You will not find any book name. There is no book name. There is no book name. There is no book name like XYZ book, read this book. No, these all things we have made it. We have to go beyond basic books. Minimum 1 to 2 books you can read, and UPSC expects you to read. Okay, fine. So these are the things you have to you have to know, because it will help you in elimination also. It can help you in value addition. You can use it anywhere. If you get the right question in GS mains, you can use it as a value addition. You can get 2 to 3 marks more than the other guy. That really helps in mains, because finally mains is the it will decide whether you'll get rank or not. It's not prelims. Okay, fine. Next, the Kissa Kwani Bazar massacre is associated with which of the following? It's a mid-level question. Some people might be knowing, some people may not be knowing, but it's a mid-level question. For me, it's a mid-level question. The Kissa Kwani Bazar massacre is associated with which of the following? Khudai Khidmatgars, Muslim League, Deoband movement, Direct Action Day. Now it is related to Khudai Khidmatgars. Now Khudai Khidmatgars is a common topic. जो फ्रंटियर गांधी ने किया था. इट्स अ वेरी कॉमन टॉपिक. 1929-30s में इट वाज वेरी फेमस. He was also a Gandhian. They were against Muslim League. They were a national party. They were for independence. They wanted Hindu-Muslim unity. Everything they wanted. Okay, 1930 में किस्सा ख्वानी बाजार मैसेकर हुआ था. It happened. Khan Abdul Ghaffar Khan and leaders from Khudai Khidmatgars, they were revolting, right? So they got arrested because for their seditious speech. Some sedition act उनके ऊपर हुआ था. They gave some seditious speech, so they got arrested. तो उनके खिलाफ, so to like because they got arrested, this led to protest, and eventually there was a massacre, like a Jallianwala Bagh massacre. So Jallianwala Bagh massacre, everyone knows it. So we also need to know Kissa Khwani Bazar massacre also happened in 1930. It is related to Khan Abdul Ghaffar Khan, Khudai Khidmatgars. Fine. Next. Okay. The Ambala campaign of the 19th century is associated with which of the following? It's a difficult question. It's a difficult question. So if you know now see the options. Options are very easy. See, the options are nothing out of the box. They're very easy. You all know. You have read about Wahhabi. You have read about Aligarh. You read about Indian National Congress. You know about Home Rule. But this thing few people know. Ambala campaign. It means there is a, if you know, it's fine. If you do not know, so it's a half-baked preparation, because you know all the options. These options are nothing new, but you do not know what is like this Ambala campaign is related to which of the following. Now Ambala campaign is related to Wahhabi movement. It's Wahhabi movement. Now Wahhabi movement is a very important topic. Very important topic from exam point of view. It's a Muslim reform movement, and it's a static part. It's available also in basic books. Also, it's available. Exactly what is Wahhabi movement. But Ambala campaign is related to Wahhabi movement. Very few people know it. Fine. Okay, I'll tell you something here. So you have to just because this is a small Ambala campaign is a very was kind of an incident. You can say it was kind of an incident. Now Ambala campaign of 1863 was led by Sir Neville Chamberlain. It was the confrontation between the Britishers and the Wahhabis. Wahhabis और ब्रिटिशर के बीच में जो हुआ था, अम्बाला कैंपेन ने किया था. किसने? ब्रिटिश ने किया था. इन्होंने किया था, श्री नेविल चेम्बरलेन करके. So this was the final blow to the Wahhabis. No, it was not the final blow because it happened in 1884, but in a way, like the Wahhabis were suppressed. The British were trying their best to suppress the Wahhabi movement, and Ambala campaign is one of them. I'll tell you something about the Wahhabi movement here only so that you can revise. You can just listen and you can just revise. Wahhabi movement. Now, first of all, I'll tell you in a way where you can very easily revise. Wahhabi movement started when? First, started 1830s. Now, when it started, it was only a normal movement. Or you can say, now what is normal? If somebody will ask you whether it was a reformist. Now, first of all, Muslim, we all know it is a Muslim movement. Now, if somebody asks you whether it is a reform or whether it was a revivalist, whether it is a reformist or revivalist, it is a revivalist movement, not reformist. Revival means, like in my previous MCQ videos, I had already explained what is the difference between reform and revival. Reform means you're trying to change, you're bringing something new. Revival means you're going back to your roots, going back, पीछे जाना, अपने पीछे, like back to the Vedas. So here, revival means the Wahhabis, it was an Islamic revivalist movement. The Wahhabis condemned. The Wahhabis condemned any change into the original Islam. They did not want any change. जो ओरिजिनल था वही अच्छा है. They thought कि जो ओरिजिनल इस्लाम था it was good. Now it is becoming, they thought कि आहिस्ता आहिस्ता इस्लाम जो है, पुराना इस्लाम अच्छा था, नया इस्लाम like it's becoming impure. So we need to go back to our original Islam. So that is a revivalist. Now, किसने किया था? Who did it? What is his name? Very common name, Syed Ahmed Varelvi, Verelvi, Syed Ahmed Varelvi. Very common name. These all stuff you know because in normal books it is there. Now, if somebody will ask you, it was centered around, like initial days, it was centered around Patna. It was centered around Patna. Initial days, because it is not this movement is not a 2-year or 3-year movement. It started in 1860s as a normal movement, or you can say as a religious movement or a socio-religious movement. It started, but of 1857 onwards means revolt, Sepoy mutiny or Sepoy revolt onwards, it became armed. It became armed, right? So like armed resistance, or you can say jihad. किसके खिलाफ? Against whom? Against British. ब्रिटिश के खिलाफ जिहाद छेड़ दिया इन्होंने, full armed. Okay. Now, so armed, if they're becoming armed means British, like British got very tensed during that time. So British ने start किया suppress करना. So British started suppressing. So in around 1870, 1884 में फाइनल ब्लो मिला, बीच में 1863 में अंबाला कैंपेन हुआ था. ब्रिटिश वर कंटिन्यूअसली ट्राइंग टू सप्रेस देम, कंटिन्यूअसली. ओके, सो फाइनली इनको टू सप्रेस द वहाबी मूवमेंट, द ब्रिटिश इंट्रोड्यूस्ड, what they introduced? Sedition. They introduced sedition law in 1870 to suppress the Wahhabi movement. So the beginning of sedition law started with the Wahhabi movement. Remember, फिर उसके बाद तिलक सबके ऊपर लगा, बहुत बड़े बड़े personalities from our national movement, everybody got that sedition law. But starting, if somebody will ask you starting कहाँ से होता, so it was the Wahhabi movement. Remember, okay. So Wahhabi movement here only covered this much information is, I guess, more than enough for prelims for Wahhabi movement and Ambala campaign. So just keep a note of it, because these are the information which will very much help you in both prelims and even if mains some Muslim reform movements come or any kind of revival or reformist thing come, you can give an example. See, this movement, Wahhabi, was a revivalist movement. Aligarh movement was a reform. Aligarh, Syed Ahmad Ali Khan wanted reform. Scientific Society, 1864. This school, Mohammedan Anglo-Vedic school, this also not Vedic, Mohammedan Anglo-Oriental school, जो भी है, that was also a reform, kind of a reform. He wanted science or scientific study so that the Muslims get uplifted. Okay, fine. Next question. Consider the following statements about Azad Hind Radio. Azad Hind Radio. The propaganda, it was a propaganda radio service started under the leadership of Mohan Singh. तो आजाद हिंद रेडियो किसने किया था? मोहन सिंह. नाउ द कंफ्यूजन, मोहन सिंह किए थे या बोस किए थे? नाउ इट्स अ रॉन्ग स्टेटमेंट. मोहन सिंह नहीं किए थे. मोहन सिंह के बाद बोस आए थे, तो बोस ने किया था. ओके, रिमेंबर, बोस ने किया था. दो इनिशियली बेस्ड इन जर्मनी, its headquarters shifted later to Rangoon. It's a direct question, like direct factual statement. You have to know. पहले ये जर्मनी में था, later it shifted to Rangoon. So 2 is correct, 1 is wrong. So Supreme S.C. Bose, that is Subhash Chandra Bose. Okay. So it was under the leadership of Subhash Chandra Bose, a propaganda radio service that was started under the leadership of Netaji Subhash Bose in Germany 1942. So Germany में हुआ था. क्यों हुआ था? Why? To encourage the Indians to fight for freedom. एक propaganda service था. Though initially based in Germany, its headquarters shifted to Singapore and later to Rangoon, following the course of war in Southeast Asia. Okay. World War II भी चल रहा था उस टाइम में. World War II was going on. So कितने languages में हुए थे? This also you need to know. English, Hindi, Tamil, Bengali, मराठी, पंजाबी, पश्तो एंड उर्दू, इतने लैंग्वेजेस में हुआ था. नाउ ऑल इंडिया रेडियो जो कि ऑलरेडी चल रहा था, ये तो इनका, ये तो सुभाष चंद्र बोस का. ऑल इंडिया रेडियो भी तो था एक. इट सेड द ऑल इंडिया रेडियो वाज एंटी इंडियन रेडियो. ऑल इंडिया रेडियो जो था वो एंटी इंडिया था, इन्होंने बोला था, आजाद हिंद रेडियो ने बोला था. ओके, फाइन. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. ओके, व्हिच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग आर फाउंडेड बाय लाला लाजपत राय. ओके, लाला लाजपत राय कंट्रीब्यूटर. जैसे कि कंट्रीब्यूटर एक टॉपिक है जो कि मेंस में आता है, वही चीज प्रीलिम्स में भी प्रीलिम्स फॉर्मेट में आ सकता है. हिंदू ऑर्फन रिलीफ मूवमेंट, सर्वेंट्स ऑफ पीपल्स सोसाइटी, तिलक स्कूल ऑफ पॉलिटिक्स, इंडियन होम रूल लीग ऑफ अमेरिका. फाइन. यहाँ पे दो चीज हमने ऑलरेडी कवर. इफ एनीवन हैज गॉन थ्रू माय पास्ट सेट 1 to set 5 MCQs, उनको तो ये पता चल गया होगा कि सर्वेंट्स ऑफ पीपल्स सोसाइटी 1921, तिलक स्कूल ऑफ पॉलिटिक्स करेक्ट है, बिकॉज वी हैव ऑलरेडी कवर्ड इन सम अदर क्वेश्चंस इन अदर फॉर्मेट. एक दूसरे फॉर्मेट में हमने कवर किया था. अब रह गया हिंदू ऑर्फन रिलीफ मूवमेंट. ये एक इनडेप्थ है. इंडिया होम रूल लीग ऑफ अमेरिका, ये थोड़ा भी इनडेप्थ कह सकते हैं आप. यहाँ पे क्वेश्चन चारों के चारों सही है. ऑल आर करेक्ट, ऑल द 4 आर करेक्ट. अब एक बार इसका क्रोनोलॉजी देख लेते हैं ईयर के साथ, ताकि हॉलिस्टिक हो जाएगा. ऑल आर फाउंडेड बाय लाला लाजपत राय. ओके. हिंदू ऑर्फन रिलीफ मूवमेंट 1890, बहुत पुराना है ये, 1897, टू हेल्प द फैमाइन स्ट्रिकन पीपल. लाला लाजपत राय ने किया था उस टाइम पे, 1897. फिर एक एक्स्ट्रा स्टफ है, पंजाब शिक्षा संघ भी 1911 में किया था. फिर इंडिया होम रूल लीग ऑफ अमेरिका 1917 में किया था. तिलक स्कूल ऑफ पॉलिटिक्स, इन्होंने तिलक के नाम पे, बिकॉज बाल गंगाधर तिलक का डेथ हो गया था 1920 में, इमीडिएटली आफ्टर इट ही स्टार्टेड दिस वन, तिलक स्कूल ऑफ पॉलिटिक्स. एंड वन एक्स्ट्रा इज Kwame Vidyapeeth of 1921 at Lahore. Now this Tilak School of Politics, remember this Tilak School of Politics led to the formation of People's Society, Servants of People's Society, जो कि एक पॉइंट नंबर बी या सी में है. ओके, सो ऑल आर करेक्ट. एक्स्ट्रा पंजाब शिक्षा संघ एंड क्वामी विद्यापीठ लाहौर पे हुआ था 1921. जस्ट रिमेंबर द नेम्स. आ सकता है आजकल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन नेम्स भी आ रहे हैं, डिफरेंट फॉर्मेट में क्वेश्चन आता है. ऐसा नहीं कि यही फॉर्मेट यही फॉर्मेट में आएगा, इन दिस पर्टिकुलर फॉर्मेट में आएगा. इफ यू नो द स्टफ इन एनी फॉर्मेट इट कम्स, यू कैन आंसर. ओके, लास्ट क्वेश्चन. द पंढरपुर मूवमेंट किससे रिलेटेड है? पंढरपुर मूवमेंट वाज अ पार्ट ऑफ व्हिच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग? नाउ पंढरपुर मूवमेंट आपको पता होना चाहिए, व्हाट इज श्रमण ट्रेडिशन, गौदिया वैष्णविज्म, दलित मुस्लिम यूनिटी और भक्ति मूवमेंट। ये क्वेश्चन इन पर्टिकुलर तो मॉडर्न हिस्ट्री का पार्ट नहीं है, लेकिन हिस्ट्री का पार्ट, लेकिन यू कैन से मिडिवल मॉडर्न मिक्सिंग है ना। पंढरपुर मूवमेंट रिलेटेड टू भक्ति मूवमेंट कहाँ पे? महाराष्ट्र में जो भक्ति मूवमेंट हुआ था, महाराष्ट्र में जो भक्ति मूवमेंट है उसी को ही पंढरपुर मूवमेंट बोलते हैं। तो यही जो टॉपिक है ना, द टॉपिक इज भक्ति मूवमेंट। जिसने भक्ति मूवमेंट अच्छे से किया है, सो दिस क्वेश्चन बिकम्स वेरी इजी। यहाँ पे श्रमण ट्रेडिशन, गौदिया वैष्णविज्म जो ईस्ट में चलता था, तो वो सब चीज कंफ्यूज करने के लिए मैंने पुट किया है। दलित मुस्लिम यूनिटी, पंढरपुर, तो जस्ट कंफ्यूज करने के लिए ही दे मे पुट। सो दिस वाज पंढरपुर मूवमेंट was a part of the भक्ति मूवमेंट इन महाराष्ट्र। क्योंकि भक्ति मूवमेंट, नाउ भक्ति मूवमेंट का तो अलग से मैं एक क्लास लूंगा जब मुझे टाइम मिलेगा, बट भक्ति मूवमेंट थोड़ा बता देता हूँ सम स्टफ। भक्ति मूवमेंट स्टार्ट हुआ था लेट एंशिएंट में, यू कैन से 7th 8th सेंचुरी एडी। कहाँ पे? साउथ में, ओके, जो कि नायनार, ठीक है। नाउ भक्ति मूवमेंट फिर यहां से नॉर्थ गया, ओके, 11th 12th में। नॉर्थ में फर्स्ट, रिमेंबर फर्स्ट नॉर्थ में अगर कोई भी स्टेट में गया है तो दैट इज महाराष्ट्र, ओके, रिमेंबर महाराष्ट्र वाज द फर्स्ट स्टेट अपार्ट फ्रॉम साउथ। महाराष्ट्र द फर्स्ट स्टेट टू भक्ति मूवमेंट टू एंटर दिस पर्टिकुलर। फिर बाद में ये नॉर्थ ईस्ट हर जगह चला गया। नाउ नेक्स्ट भक्ति मूवमेंट यू ऑल नो, बुक्स में लिखा है। सम एक्स्ट्रा स्टफ भी मैं आहिस्ता आहिस्ता लाइक एमसीक्यूज में करता रहूंगा, बिकॉज छोटे छोटे वीडियोस में हियर वी डू नॉट हैव स्कोप एंड टाइम आल्सो टू एक्सप्लेन एवरीथिंग, ओके। सो ये सब आप मेरे फर्स्ट 5 सेट्स का वीडियो देख सकते हैं। यू कैन चेक, इफ यू लाइक यू कमेंट कीजिए, एंड इफ यू ऑल्सो वांट टू शेयर यू कैन शेयर इट, टू योर फ्रेंड्स। इंटीरियर पीपल को शेयर करो ताकि उनको पता चले, दे नो, दे शुड नो, एवरी एस्पिरेंट शुड नो, दे हैव द राइट टू नो। सो आप थोड़ा शेयर कीजिए एंड ट्राई टू क्रिएट अवेयरनेस, बिकॉज एजुकेशन सबको होनी चाहिए मेरे हिसाब से, ओके। सो दिस इज मेरा एक एमसीक्यू। आप जो मेरे टेस्ट सीरीज भी चलता है, आप टेस्ट सीरीज मेरे चैनल पे जाके देख सकते हैं, या फिर मेरे यहाँ पे csrclasses.in जो ऑन साइट ऑनलाइन वेबसाइट है, वहाँ पे जाके देख सकते हैं। ये मेरा टेलीग्राम चैनल आप ज्वाइन कर सकते हैं। मैं डेली ओरिजिनल एमसीक्यूज पुट करता हूँ, ओरिजिनल, प्योरली ओरिजिनल क्वेश्चन। दीज आर ऑल ओरिजिनल क्वेश्चन, डायरेक्टली फ्रेम्ड बाय मी, डायरेक्टली फ्रेम्ड, कॉपीराइट है इसका, डायरेक्टली फ्रेम्ड बाय मी, ओके। ओके फाइन देन, थैंक यू।